morning. Yes, I am. Yep, this is a blessed morning. And let's get right into this topic right here, which is really, really important for us, right? The reason why this is really important for us, um, I just was watching a clipping about the job market among the indigenous, among the indigenous people of this earth, right? Of this earth, of America, right? And this is geared towards a lot of our indigenous sisters, right? Queens, sisters, princesses, right? Now, me personally, I had a lot of jobs. I worked in a lot of companies. I have over 153 companies that I work in the span of my life. So I know how the job market works. I know how the hiring process works. I know how to basically sell yourself in order to land your dream job, in order to land the job that you want to do, basically, right? And the reason why I'm saying is because, we are out of touch and we are out of tune on who we are. And it's been stripped from us from all different type of levels. And if you want to call it chess game, it's a chess game by this entity, which is a master of deception, he's the master of deceivers and master of deceptions, right? If you want to know about him, you can go inside my other videos that I have out to talk about. He's the king and master of deceptions and deceivers. Basically, break down who he really is, right? You can never see him. He is hidden from the human eye, but it's very close to the human eye. This is an actual true fact. The reason why I'm bringing this up because, like I said, I was looking at a video. I didn't put it up. I didn't want to put it up. I just want to give my point of view, right? As a worker, as a person that added on to your Social Security and everything else, right? These individuals use us against each other. They use us against each other, right? And by using us against each other, the main focus was, it's the entity. It's not a physical person. The entity teaches physical people, right? And once he teaches physical people, he teaches physical people how to backdoor everybody while praising these individuals that he is teaching and telling them they are the ones. And there's a reason why I'm saying this. And when he teaches certain individuals and conquers certain individuals, this is what individuals are going to do. But I want you to go check. The reason why I'm saying is I want you to go check my video right after this. I'm going live at 8:30, right? Which is going to be really, really important. I want your guys to get in this because this is going to be dope and amazing right now. Yes, it is. He uses men, women to play against each other because he doesn't have a family himself. He is there to destroy family and love and care and balance and justice amongst family. That's number one. The main focus is to destroy the mankind, period, mankind. But he just don't want all of mankind. He wants specific mankind, Pacific. And the Pacific mankind that he wants and civilization that he wants is the indigenous people of this earth and of America that was created from the very hands of the Alpha Omega, the creator everything existing, the Almighty, that were blessed with gifts and talent beyond our wildest dream. We only scratching the surface of little things that we know as human beings all at one, or just as human beings. Yes, we only scratching the surface, but we are above and beyond intelligence and things that we see right now in this world. We beyond that if we just tap into who we are, right? And who we are is the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything in existence, but with limitation. With limitation. Our physical has a beginning and end, but not our spirit doesn't have a beginning and end, because it is him and he is it. Right? That's first and foremost. He wants to attack that. That is the enemy of him. That is the enemy. We are the exact enemy, the descendants in the ancient ancestor actually fought him. They fought him. They fought his dupes. They fought his troops. This is an actual fact. This is coming from the spiritual realm that you have no knowledge of. That's not into books. They not into. The Creator does not reveal them into scriptures. Certain scriptures that he reveal into, he tells you about bits and pieces of it, but he don't go into the detail actually what went down, what happened, because he don't want you to get focused and stuck on that history. You understand that? And he brought about a new beginning and a new era for humankind. Basically, he allowed certain people, basically, right, and endowed them with special abilities and special knowledge and wisdom, right, to get that information out, to get it out amongst the people, basically to let the people know what happened from the beginning of time of their creation, right? It's speculations all around the place, it's all around the world, that people is confused what really went down, right? This is why these scriptures are brought about. Right? Because this is the new beginning in a new era where he wants to lead society, right? And lead his creation and civilization. This is why. Because before the flood, everything was one. It was one belief. And then once unbelief starts setting in, it started to try to go on after the belief with this entity. Remember, always the entity plays a part of man downfall. I'm telling you that, yes, we play a part, but this entity played a major part of the downfall, right, of the ancient ancestors, right? This is why when the fall happened, you know, the praying went down and said, I'm not going to leave you, right, just out there like that. Words of inspiration will come to you. And inspiration that he's talking about is the knowledge and understanding of who you are. Then, once you learn who you are, then it is your purpose to get back on where you come from, knowing that you are not from here. Okay, I don't want to get into that topic. I talk about that topic so much and remind us. The job market, basically, right? The job market that we see it, and I know it all too well because I dealt with 153 companies. How you doing, Original Dundada? How you doing, brother? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm happy that you are here, brother. I see you. See you. Thank you so much. So, the force is to destroy mankind, to destroy man, especially the descendants and the elders that was blessed with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and blessed with certain secret hidden gems and intelligence to lead our people out of this world into the next. It's an actual true fact, to transcend our mind, bodies, and soul and get back to the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence. Why do you think that he set up Judgment Day? Why do you think that? Because he has to cover what he's covering. If we do not get back, and we could get back, and he doesn't, and if, you know, Judgment Day, and, you know, he knows that we can get back because he can stop the Judgment Day. He can stop it. The resurrection, he can stop it. He put that there, right? And a lot of brothers don't know that. A lot of Muslim brothers don't know that. He put that there, right, as a precaution So he don't have to judge you. So you don't have to stand up. So he don't have to do that. Giving you a chance to do the right thing so he don't have to do that. Right? But these are things that put into place just in case you go left and you don't go right or you don't go straight. You understand what I'm saying? These things are put there. It's an actual true fact. Right? He don't want to judge you because you know why? You are him and he is you. But with limitation. He don't want to judge himself, meaning you. Meaning you. Do you understand that? So he put these limitations there. He put this judgment there, resurrection there, and all these other things there, so that you can give signs, so it could be a warning to you, O mankind. Right? So, Dag, I'm getting off the topic. I'm getting so deep. I'm thinking, all right. The job market was there to design, or to destroy us as men. Do you understand that? Especially to destroy the indigenous men, to destroyers and controllers, to uplift our women. Use that to another tactic to destroy the household, because once you get the father out of it, it's a big campaign to get the father out of the household. The father procreate his own heaven, his own metaverse, his own protons, his own neutron, his own electrons, his own gravity, his own oxygen in his home. Do you understand that? From a higher point of view, from a spiritual point of view, when you add in the Alpha Omega and you'll become one as a family, you had to destroy that. Destroy that very essence, and by destroying that is snatching the man out and plaguing the man with all type of drugs and all these other things which came from this entity. It didn't come from a Pacific human being. It came from an entity that taught Pacific civilization and human beings how to destroy each other. This is old tactics that this entity has used and been using for decades and years and years and years. I see it. And I know I'm not the only one that see it. This thing is evil. It's evil. It hates you, hates you, hates you. It hates the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence. Do you understand that? This is a fact. Because if it didn't hate the Almighty, it won't be doing these things. Knowing that you have the ability of free will to do wrong or good. Right? It also has the same thing. So it's the Alpha Omega, right? This entity, then is us, that only ones that's in the universe that have free will to do as they please. This is the actual true fact. Do other things have intelligence? Yes. Other things have intelligence? Yes. Yes. Other things have intelligence. They have smarts? Yes. That is true. But what makes us higher than anything is the Creator duplicated himself and breath in us himself. It's an actual true fact. So when knowing these certain things, right, the job market, right, is a strategize, is a tool to destroy family. After destroying the man, getting the man in the foundation of the root out the house, now it's time to work on what? It's time to work on the mother. It's time to work on the mother. When you're working on the mother and the man's at the house, you have public assistance, you have all these government assistance, you have everything that's there, basically uplifting her. Then she moved from that point of view, knowing that there's a flood market, right? And there's a lot of federal jobs and a lot of state jobs and city jobs that's open for them. Now it's time to go to college and execute and land these jobs without the man help, right? After the man is already beat up off drugs, alcohol, guns, and just physically and mentally scarred and disadvantaged. And what happens is that leads into generation as he procreate, because now the child possibly could come dumb, deaf, and blind. I'm talking about spirituality and everything else in his very seed, because now he produces dumb, deaf, and blind in himself. So it passes on mind, body, and soul. It's an actual true fact. See, they know the strategy because this entity basically went inside our body and know the ins and out of our body, the secrets of our body, certain things. What he didn't know was that the creator duplicated himself and breathed that spirit. That's why he said that I went through mankind body. He is hollow. There's no life to him. Right there, he think that he gained victory. But when the creator told everything in creation to bow down to this specific human being, and he started talking, open up his mouth. That's where he allowed the human being to open up his mouth. Because other than that, they wasn't talking, right? He talked telepathically to him in this state and was teaching him, uploading some of his infinite information and knowledge upon this human up there. This is how it went. This entity was nowhere around. Nobody was around. He was uploading images, uploading certain things that he wants this human being to speak about. So the human being, he taught everything, every living thing that he created, including himself, right? Since the beginning into the end, words of creation. You see how deep is that? That's another blessing. That he uploaded things that the human being, things that was already in creation, and the things that was going to come to pass. Wow, that's deep. Future things that he put inside our mind. So this tells you right there, we have the ability, right, to transcend and to warp into the future. This is deep on who we are. The indigenous people of the earth and beyond and in between. In America, which is a blessed land. And I'm telling you who we are. This was trickery. And there's always going to be trickery, massive trickery and deception of this clown entity, devil, demon. Do you understand that? I am in tune with the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega is in tune with me. The knowledge and wisdom that I speak is coming from a spiritual realm. And I've been here for a very, very long time. So I know, right, with his knowledge and wisdom, him blessing me with this inner knowledge, right, and teachings and wisdom, I'm passing it on to you and telling you the truth about how things went down and things that's not written down in a book, right? And when he loves you, he blesses you with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and experience so you can pass it on to all civilizations all around the world. All of us, white, black, Spanish, whatever, because this thing is the entity. And I'm going to get into that on 8:30 about your job and your task. Okay, let's get into this. So he allowed the indigenous queen, sister, to rise up, to learn the trade, to learn the teachings on things of stolen legacy of our history, infinite wisdom and knowledge, and learn this and build institutions and everything else and tweak some of this information with this entity. The entity did it. It is the entity that teaches certain things. A lot of people don't know this. It's the entity that which you cannot see with your eyes. This is the this is the energy. So being that you went that, now you're going to college. Now you're going to these certain things. You're getting your master's degree. You're getting your bachelor's. You're getting your doctorate degree. And then you are told that there is a position for you in society, in the community. And we need your brain. We need this and that. We need you to strategize this and that. We need you to strategize to oppress and depress certain individuals. And you are called into this psychologically because there's nobody that's waking up amongst the indigenous people that's rising up to warn us what's really, really going on, right? So now you are meant with these jobs to be there, and then they do a big campaign to snatch everything from you. To snatch everything from you and debase you. This is how these entities work. The entity. I'm not talking about the people. The people are puppets. The people are puppets. They know not what they do. This is an actual true fact. And I'm going to get into that at 8:30. and I'm going to address them specifically. This is no disrespect to you. I got to give you what the Alpha Omega is giving me. Is going to make sense. And I don't want nobody getting upset, because you know why? This is a spiritual thing, right? We are all one. This is actually true fact. And then we different later, and that's what separated us. And I'm going to bring everything down from a spiritual point of view, because you know why? We are taught to be dumb, deaf, and blind. His knowledge, her knowledge, people knowledge, everything. And then on these major platforms, it is there to misguide and misinform you to a dark path of an understanding which you have no knowledge of. This is why it's really, really important to do what? To have spirituality, to have foundation. And I've been here for years and years and years and years. Some people, you know what? Some of my people that know me know what they said. They said, Austin, I didn't even know that you had all this, because you know why? All of this knowledge and wisdom and understanding and experience. We know you had the experience, but we didn't know that you have this deep and hidden knowledge, because I've been dealing with the spiritual world for so many years as a young as a young boy, as a young man coming up and understanding and trying to unravel things. And as I go throughout life, every level, I was gaining different knowledge and different understanding, because when I was young, I didn't know. This is from a spiritual realm, right? Been here for a really, really long time and unravel things and really see things for what it is, right? And then given this sanctuary to be among the Alpha Omega, to creating everything existing, it is a task that is heavy upon me and upon us. This is why I came out with certain videos saying that the more melanin that you have, the greater responsibility that you have towards creation and towards the universe. People looking at a melanin as this and that. Now you're breaking down, right, the neutron, proton, everything. You're breaking down the electrons. You're breaking down every element, every metaverse, every matter, every bit of atoms, and you're breaking that down. Each of these things have melanin in it. That means that we have to keep these things in what? In a proper perspective, and we have to do what? Justice and balance upon the universe, because this is the universe. So the more melanin that you have, the more responsibility that you have towards yourself, towards your community, towards your society, towards the Alpha Omega, to creating everything in existence. Do you understand that? The more melanin that you have. This is really, really important for you and I. This is not a joke, brothers and sisters, and this is why the world is going left instead of right, right? So the job market was there as a strategy to destroy the indigenous man, to destroy the indigenous what? Knowledge, to destroy the indigenous guidance, to destroy the indigenous upliftment and spirituality, right? That's what is there. The foundation, the root to get to the Alpha Omega was destroyed by this entity, and using physical human beings to do it, while destroying others and debasing others and rising other people up by fame, fortune, and riches. This stuff is not going to get us there. What's going to get us there as a people, as a human being, as a human race, is spirituality. This is why I am not racist. But I understand the spiritual war that's going on upon us, specifically with this entity, and putting other things and checking other things and putting other things in position to debase and oppress. You understand what I'm saying? That's why it got to keep constantly procreating. And this is why we got to constantly keep procreating. That's why it's a big campaign for us to be one and come together and destroy these entities. We may not be able to kill the chief. You understand what I'm saying? But we can get at his dupes in the spiritual world, the spiritual sense, right? By connected together, right? By telepathically and using telekinesis, right? And tapping into these other things and actually tapping into who we are, to come out of this shell and actually what coexist, they coexist with us and actually go to war with them in the spiritual realm. This is an actual true fact. These are certain things and certain secrets and arts that we do not know about, and that they're not going to teach you what's hidden from mankind for a very, very long time. And to understand this, you must build on your foundation. Thank you so much. Sport for Life. Keep up the amazing work. Why everyone's leaving, I don't know. It's not for everyone. My Sport for Life, my For You Love, or healing. Hey, I take your healing and I take your love. Thank you so much, Sport for Life. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So these are the things that's really, really important that we need amongst us. So the job market was a tool to destroy all the indigenous people while brainwashing you, telling you that you're going to be here and this is a career job for a very, very long time. We are the ones that co-create career jobs. We are the ones that build foundation. We are the ones that uplift and move people to a different part of existence in the universe. We are the one, right? Yes, with the help of the Alpha Omega, they're creating everything in existence. And I'm telling you this, that you have to get in tune, right? And we've been doing a lot of worship of mankind instead of worshiping the Alpha Omega on both parts. I'm not pointing the finger at nobody. We all play a contribute of our future being destroyed, the male and female. By allowing this entity to come in to change our God-given gifts and talents to bridge the gap between this life and the future. And the future is our children. You understand what I'm saying? And plaguing our children with smoking weed and drinking and all these other things that we need to see. If you don't see this now, we're going to be destroyed forever, ever, 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 ever. And this is why I'm here, and I'm not the only one here, and I'm not alone that's going to do a pushback, right, and uplift us mentally, spiritually, physically. Even if it have to take, right, centuries or whatever it take. May the Lord protect me and my family, and may the Almighty Mega, everything in existence, protect me and my family from all of these evil thoughts and everything that is surrounding me, and help me push back. That's right, push back. So these tools was used to destroy the man and to destroy the woman at the same time, put them in a status to be disrespectful and stomp on individuals when they are down. This what it was, sisters. Yes, you've been fooled. You've been tricked. You've been magic worked on you. Physically, mentally, spiritually. So I want you to understand this, right? It's because the video came out basically about a lot of sisters was losing their job, city jobs and federal jobs and state jobs, right? Because it was a big pushback, a big cut on them. So this why this is happening, because it was all a chess move to destroy you and also to destroy your children, your future. If you look back and see, while you working, the children's all out there handling their business, doing whatever. But then also it's another strategy to raise the rent up. So now you kick the men out, now you got them on child support, now you got them on this, now you got them on that, now you got to chase another bag, now you got to go to school while you're doing all this, and then you losing your future in the long run. When you look around, you have 2 children that's in the grave, that's fertilizer, became organ donors. When you look around, you got 1 child. We losing it to this entity. Do you see on all levels how we losing the battles? And I want you to understand this from a spiritual point of view, and from a brother that loves you. I love you, and I hope you love me, because a lot of my followers and fans and subscribers love me, and they know that this is the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. Because when you see me in the street, I'm who I say I am. This is no gimmick. This is not no lies. I'm not up here for no cap. I'm not up here for your Cash App. I'm not up here for your Zelles. I'm not up here for your Apple Pay. I'm not up here for none of that. I'm up here to preach and kick knowledge, wisdom, or understanding and experience to you coming from a spiritual realm, letting you know that realm over there is real as day. And we need to get back to that. In order to get back to that, we need to eradicate some of these parasites and some of these disease that's inside of our mind, bodies, and souls, inside of our communities, and inside of our societies. And when I mean societies, I'm talking about all of the indigenous people, color people, melanin people, not just talking about one Pacific, but specifically to the first people in creation, right? Not the first human being in creation, and we are the descendants. I'm talking to you. You know who you are, you know what is your task is, and you must step to, whether you be male or female. Now what you gonna do? Now the money's at the home. Now your children, maybe one or two of them gone, done due to gun violence, due to stabbings and violence and drugs and everything else. And you're gonna blame it, and you just turn it back around and blame it on the father and everything else. Everything plays a part, but this is why it's a big pushback, and this is why it's a war. We losing, and none of them is losing no casualties. I did like 3 of them myself in the spiritual realm. 3 of them. This is an actual true fact. That's right. This is a fact. You talking to a brother that have experience and know what to do and how to push back on these individuals, because we're physically losing, because he's getting other entity promising them, right, fame, fortune, and riches, like shares, subscribe, like cameras in action. Yes, and to backdoor and backstab us. This is an actual true fact. So I want to tell you that this is why the job market and the job force is the way it is because you being targeted for, press Project 38. Project 38 is to remove you, and to remove you, place you, and then debase you. After taking your children, now you left there in sorrow because your future child was gone. That supposed to carry on the bloodline, the teachings and the understanding of the elders that's in their very bloodline. The elders of teaching and knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and the special abilities and talents are in their very bloodline. That's why they are being destroyed by this entity and added in human beings. Because we are in a world of being bewitched and magic and all this other stuff. But not me. You can't get me. You understand what I'm saying? I see it all too well because the Alpha Omega is allowing me to open up, not my physical eye, but open up my spiritual eye to understand what is going on, what happened in the past. We need to understand that also, even though he don't get into that, he don't want nobody get into that because it leads to other doors and it leads to other people setting up different ways of life and different sets amongst us. Remember, there's only one of us. We believe in the Alpha Omega, and that's it. That's why he don't get into that, because now you'll start to believe in this civilization, that civilization, this civilization, that civilization, over there, and you start to, no. With our civilization, we are the first people of everything that you want to think of. Worship of the Alpha Omega, the creating everything existing. And intelligence and speech and everything else with his help, basically. But we did not practice unbelief to disrespect the Creator and disassociate ourselves with us. A portion of us did, but there's one bloodline of the ancestors that's over here in America. That's why America is a blessed land to uphold the oneness of the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence. And this is actually true fact, brothers and sisters. I know this is really, really long. I didn't mean for this to be long, but I'm going live again at 8:30, but I might switch the time because I need to come down, right, and let this energy and information set in before I go on to my next topic. You know, the next topic is really, really important. This topic that I'm talking about, right, is doing your job is the reason why all this stuff happened. All my topics is that I don't set it up that the way. He give it to me that way. The Creator give it to me that way. Sitting there, I get it, my thoughts, images, and topics is being poured inside of me every day, millions of topics and millions of thoughts and understanding, just to sit here and give it to you is a blessing. And it loves, I love it, I love it, I love it, to unravel a lot of things and hidden keys and secrets and dark times and dark art that's in our life that's destroying us as a people. I'm here to unravel with the Alpha Omega, the creating everything existing to help you get through. It's an actual true fact. So thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe, right, and get this information out. That's right. Please keep your eyes open and your head in the spirit. Murder, death, kill out here. Not just physically, but mentally, spiritually, murder, death, kill. Yes, thank you so much. Peace, sir. Peace, 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 peace.